I've been playing a ton of leagues this week, both on my main account and my Iron Man. Looking back, there are a lot of small tips and tricks I wish I knew from the beginning, and I wanted to share them all with you, so these are all of the league's tips I've discovered so far. If you don't know already, the league's XP multiplier starts off at 5 times on tier 1. You can quickly get to 8 times XP getting to tier 2, so that should be your first priority before you AFK anything. Try and get to tier 2 for that big XP boost. It further ramps up to 12 times at tier 4, and eventually getting to 16 times XP multiplier at tier 6. Another thing that I kind of wish I would have done differently is pick the blessing tasks specifically for focusing on early game content. So things like Eternal Sustenance, it is actually pretty good because you can have unlimited food, and that can really carry you in some mid-game bosses for some other blessing tasks and some other regular tasks as well. So picking some sort of mid-game build where you're maybe picking Striking Light, Eternal Sustenance, things like Lord of Light later on would be far better to do in the early and mid-game before you pick your end game build, which in my case is focusing on crits because I just don't have the gear to get the damage that I want. You do have a total of 3 resets, so there's a ton of resets to use. I believe they also gave an additional reset due to a bug early on in leagues, so 4 resets is what everyone will have. And I would just highly recommend you take a second thought and pick some of the relics that will help you now and not focus on that endgame build. Now onto some more specific tips. Everyone can go to Edgeville and speak to Vanica to start the Rebuilding Edgeville mini quest, and since Edgeville is already rebuilt, you can just talk to him again and claim a Dragonkin lamp. This gives XP based on your level in any skill, but for example, if you put it on a level 50 skill, you would gain a base amount of 6,250 XP before your league multipliers. You can claim a free 200 point task at any time. You just need a rope. You want to go to the dig site, use the rope on this winch in the northern part of the dig site. Then you can go down and change your prayer spellbook on the altar of Zeros. The task is to activate the soulsplit curse, which usually would require 92 prayer, but if you click the icon even without the prayer level, you'll gain the 200 points. It is possible that Jagex will patch this, but as of day 3, it is still working. I had some people ask me on stream how to train Hunter in the early levels because you don't have access to anything. Well, you can go do the Natural History Museum quest in the bottom of the Varrock Museum for some free Hunter and Slayer XP. Highly recommend checking the wiki for the answers on all of the glass boxes. If you were like me and did not take the Golden Touch relic for the free Agility XP, which I partially regret, then you can get Agility XP through Barberry Bushes. If you have the Transmutation relic, you can convert any bush seed into Barberry seeds and then plant them at the bush patch, and if you have Nature's Network, they will grow automatically. When testing this in leagues with the 12 times multiplier at level 54 agility, I was gaining right around 2 million agility XP per hour, so not great, but it does get better as you level the skill. I believe the Transmutation relic is the best relic in the league. It's extremely useful for converting materials that are sometimes region locked. The relic essentially can increase a resource by a tier or decrease it by a tier. Every click you can convert 10 air runes into 10 unnoted pure essence. And as you can see, spamming this at the best altar you have can gain you a ton of runecrafting XP. I was able to go from level 1 runecrafting all the way up to 50 million XP in just over an hour. If you're still using lodestones, you'll want to make sure you're using them with the fast teleport. You can add quick charges to your lodestones by charging it with law runes. And every charge is 5 law runes, and this will speed up your lodestone teleports by a lot. If you chose the wilderness and want to skip some of the early dungeoneering levels, you can do a few quick runs to get above 15 dungeoneering. Then you can go to some resource dungeons to get some one-time XP drops. There is one at the Chaos Druids in the Edgeville dungeon, as well as the Hill Giants in the Edgeville dungeon. At level 25, you can claim the XP from the Karamja Volcano Lesser Demon resource dungeon, and level 30, the Damonheim Peninsula Island. Doing this on my account, I went from level 23 dungeoneering to 49 in just a few minutes. If you want to go to the Gate of Validness, you can teleport there using the group teleport system. You can even do this before you have the Necromancy quest completed. You'll first want to create a new group, and then you can select the Sanctum of Rebirth. It's the same entrance, update group, then click ready, and you'll get a pop-up asking if you want to be teleported there. Just say yes, and you can teleport straight to the entrance of the Gate of Validness without normally having access to the City of without the Necromancy quest completed. The gate is also a great source of some semi-AFK crafting XP, divination XP, and you can get some early construction levels. There's also 2 Gate of Validness tasks that you could complete fairly early. 1 clear gets you 80 points, 10 clears gets you 200 points. If you're choosing to train your Slayer through Reaper tasks, when you get 250 Reaper points, you'll probably want to buy the Reaper Scroll. It permanently increases the Slayer XP received from Reaper tasks by 50%. So this is a huge buff. It's before your League Multiplier, so definitely something you'll want to buy. This is especially useful because when you get to tier 5, you can choose your own Soul Reaper assignment. So you can literally just choose something like Flesh Hatcher or Chaos Elemental or Archlake or any boss you want, and you will get a ton of Slayer XP. Once you complete the quest New Foundations and build the Fort 4 and 3, you'll be able to talk to Aster, and you can reclaim quest rewards from Requiem for a Dragon. This is a 100,000 XP lamp in Necromancy, although you need level 75 Necromancy to use it, and 100,000 XP lamp in Archaeology, requiring 86 Archaeology to use. And this is all before League's multipliers. If you're tired of only smelting 28 bars per inventory, well, you can go reclaim your Smelting Gauntlets. You can go to Demetrius in Varrock, claim the Steel Gauntlets, and then you can go to his son Caleb just outside of Gertrude's house to claim the Cooking Gauntlets. You can then right-click them and switch between the Cooking and Smelting Gauntlets for just 25k coins. If you're looking for a good Necromancy ring, you can go approach Vorkath in the City of and he'll give you the Zorgoth's ring. It has a 30 Necromancy damage bonus. You can then do some rituals on the Ungale ritual site to further improve it to Zorgoth's soul ring, which gives it its residual soul effect. If you chose the desert or Anachronia, you can go to a cactus patch and you can plant prickly pear seeds. You can also, if you have the transmutation relic, convert other seeds into this, but when you plant them, they will instantly grow with the Nature's Network relic. This is just in the main server because I don't have the desert or Anachronia unlocked yet. But when they instantly grow, you can check the health and you will gain defense XP. This is actually really fast defense XP and could get you to 99 very quickly. There's 2 fairly useful shops in Amberfell that are a bit unknown. If you talk to Fern, he sells a few mushrooms which could be useful for some herblore potions. And then you can also trade with Heather, who sells some uncut rubies. Since these stocks are unlimited, you can fill up your whole inventory, cut them for the crafting XP, and then drop them and repeat. If you did choose the Transmutation Relic, the XP can be even further improved. You can turn all of the rubies into dragon stones, and then cut them for much more XP. The Production Master Relic also helps because you can turn them all into bolt tips and drop them much faster. If there were any tips that you guys have that I didn't mention, let us all know in the comments down below. If you're interested in following my league's progress, whether it be videos like this or my streams, make sure to subscribe to the channel.